I just wanted to come back to you guys a little bit more collected. I know I was freaking out when I thought I got the YD100 fixed. Um, so it turns out I was eating through plugs. I could go approximately 10 miles, around 30 to 45 minutes worth of ride time, and it would just pretty much not start at all once it shut off at that point, whether I shut it off or whether it shut itself off. But you could feel it too, the way it was riding. You could feel just a wide variation in operation. The power in it just varied so much. Everything, the idle was so inconsistent, everything. And so we were talking about float issues. We were talking about um, all kinds of stuff. Air breathers, spark plug gap. We were talking about um, volume of fuel getting to the car, all these things. Turned out what it was I was sent a faulty ignition system. I knew coming into this hobby that I was going to have issues, but that was the one that I caught right off the bat. So, anyways, I ordered the new ignition system. I got the new coil. I got the new magneto. I put it in my bike, which I've just recently named the Phoenix. I realized I didn't have a name, so I named him the Phoenix because he has rose from the ashes. When I found that bike, the one with the YD100 on it, it originally was just trash. It was laying in the ditch on the side of the road. The back wheel was locked up. Just crank was falling apart. Everything was just trash on it. And I've basically rebuilt that bike using scrap parts off donor bikes and other parts I find. I don't have any money in it. All I have is what's in the engine. So, but anyways, I ordered a new coil and magneto for it, and that fixed the problem. It fires up and runs every time now. Has a good idle. Doesn't shut itself off. It does what it's supposed to. I'm really pleased. So, anyways, I got that kit off. I believe it was eBay for like 115 bucks, $16 in the new coil. So I'm still under 150 on the motor. So, anyways, I was talking about scavenging some brakes off of another bike down here I've been keeping under the stairs. I'm gonna call it the Troll. I'm gonna be getting a lot of parts off of it for the new Del Mar, the new Schwinn build, and also for the Phoenix. I really like these brakes, so I'm gonna be putting them on there. I'm gonna be taking. I got this Huffy Rock Creek just sitting on the side of the road with the free sign on it. It's intact. I'm gonna be taking the brake lines off of it. For Phoenix, only has rear brakes right now, so I'm going to be hooking front brakes up on it too. But I need to replace the rear brakes and just rework the brakes on it start to finish now that I have a motor on it. Um, and then the Del Mar project, I'm starting that. So we're going to be taking some hardware off of these brakes in order to get these cleaned up and everything new to where there's nothing stripped. I got a lot of rust and strip screws on my spring tensioning screws. Only one out of the four is any good. The rest of them are stripped and rusted. So we're going to be taking them out of here. These lines are more than likely going to be going on Phoenix. I'm hoping I can get the front and back wheel on the new Del Mar. That's a single speed cruiser right now with the coaster brake, but I'm going to be trying to put this rear wheel more than likely on it, so to make it a 7 speed, and hopefully I'll be able to use this derailleur as well on the new Del Mar. But I can't wait to get started on that. Like I said, just wanted to recap and touch base, making a little bit more sense with factual information this time. Um, the YD100, and I've been seeing a lot of articles lately since I've purchased mine and went through issues about YD100s not starting all together or similar issues of what I'm having, and more than likely it's the coil. I had Spark, but that didn't matter because it was a faulty system. Um, One of my buddies online here, I'll give him a shout out. I got to remember who it was. Said that, oh, it was uh, anyways, he said that it was the windings in the coil or the magneto. When they heated up, they separated. There was a dead short, and then when it cooled off and uh, the heat expansion went away, they would come back together and it would function. And I believe that is exactly what had happened. Johnny, it was Johnny. I've got these famous people talking to me now, and it's really weird. talking with famous people and helping me with my issues. It's great. So, anyways, Johnny, big shout out, man. Johnny Motorized Bikes. Um, you're a machine. You're an animal. You're amazing. But yeah, I believe that's exactly what it was. The heat expansion was causing that issue within either the coil or the magneto. Got the new ignition system, put it in. I put a brand new plug, coil, and magneto. I didn't replace the magnet. Problem went away. So if you got a brand new YD100 and you're having issues with it, anything irregular about it, as far as it running, I would say, especially if you have the red wire coil, to replace the coil, because that's more than likely what your issue is. And I'm just guessing, but I'm gonna guess and say that you're more than likely having a ignition issue. I heard a lot about it before I got into it. I had spark, so maybe it's this, maybe it's that. No, just because you have spark doesn't mean it's proper spark. So double check that. And like everybody says, parts are cheap, so it's good to have a spare, even if that's not the issue. But anyways, I just wanted to introduce another donor bike. I scrap all my parts and pieces. I don't buy anything. The Del Mar is the first bike I've ever bought in my life. $30. Bam! I can't believe it. That thing is so beautiful. But I can't wait to get started. Show you guys a little bit more. I'm trying to get this whole video thing figured out. Got Alice on the camera, so shout out to Babe. Appreciate it. And I can't wait to see you guys next time. Appreciate it.